All right, welcome back to Perdido Key Gaming. Today we got some more minor league or zero league deck tech. So, like I've explained before, what I do with all this bulk stuff, and besides trying to get rid of it either online or flea markets or basically whoever I can give it away, is I put the bulk common and uncommons in the decks and take a look at it. In my opinion, nearly every single Magic the Gathering card has something that it can add, right? So some of them obviously work well together. I saw an unexpected deck I made on Magic the Gathering. I didn't realize what I was doing and stumbled into a combo when using it that worked superbly. Anyway, but I rarely do, go to the sites online to take a look at decks and stuff like that to see what, I do read a little bit about them just to see what they're like and, what works together with stuff. But anyway, some stuff, it's just obvious. Now, today's is what I call green proliferate. We've got, what I do is, print up these cards and put a little, synopsis on here. It's not really Pauper because there's uncommons, and it's not really Peasant because there might be more uncommons. And in general, it's Pioneer or Modern, with a little modification, of course. It could be standard. And I put a little blurb in here. What I was thinking at the time, this is focused on giving weaker creatures +1/+1 counters and using proliferate to give them even more power. Mana dorks are present. Enchanted lands present to give a lot of mana available to get the Sage and the Pollen Bright Druid out. When you get your see, I misspelled. Preferably when you get your strike creatures on the board. So 9-creature spells, enchant lands, and give your creatures more power. So pretty basic, right? Just buff up the green. But let's see, what do we got here? Storm the Citadel is obviously, a sorcery. Creatures you control get +2/+2 whenever it that creature deals combat damage to a player, planeswalker, destroy a target artifact or enchantment. So could be handy. Overcome, a couple of them, +2/+2 and trample to the end at the end of the turn. So +2/+2s. Strength of the Pack, +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. So that's 6 mana though. So that's where you need to get your mana in as soon as humanly possible, so you can set up your strike force. So Healer of the Glade comes in, plop, plop, plop. It's 1/2. You can buff Healer of the Glade because after it enters the battlefield, it gives you +2 life. It's just a minor blocker and stuff like that. Pollen Bright Druid, as mentioned, comes in, +1 counters and or proliferate. Let's see, we got the hybrids, which are adaptable, puts +1/+1 counters on its self for 6 mana. So that's major strike guy. Right? Mana Dork, Druid of the Cowl. And I always run into flyers constantly, so I'm always looking for reach or something that will, blow up a flyer. But at 2/3 has reach. Evolution Sage plops out, and of course, whenever a land enters the battlefield, proliferates. So in reality, you want to get him out there when you are starting to get you know, you might even want to hold off on lands until you get some guys with +1/+1 counters on it and put out that guy and get your lands out. So Death Touch from the Basilisk, always handy for a big hulking guy the opponent might control. Gift of Paradise for your lands. Tall as a Beanstalk, gets +3/+3 and is a giant. And some more Enchant the Lands. Adds two mana in any combination of colors. So, and then your 24 floors. So that's pretty much my idea on this. I mean, obviously, you could take out some of the mana dorks and add, add other creatures that might suit your purpose. You can take out some of the, since you do have the Market Festival, you could put in splash some blue, splash some red, any of the other colors to give you more options other than just beefing up guys and throwing them at your opponent. But the whole point behind this one is, of course, get as much mana available as possible so you can start putting out your stuff that's going to generate the counters and everything like that. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Little deck tech for useless bulk commons and rares, or commons and uncommons. This was a green proliferate from my little tabletop workshop. Anyway, if you like what you see, hit like and hit subscribe. Let me know what you think about the proliferate mechanic in the comments, and hopefully you have a nice day today, and we'll catch you on the flip side.